Hi, my name is Margo Foreman, and I'm going to respond to the first discussion post um, as it relates to the questions that were posed to us as students. So, the first question is: what has been your experience in higher education, either professionally or personally? Professionally, my experience in leadership has been at a small private institution as my current role as the Vice President for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Also, in a large land grant institution as the first the Assistant Vice President and then an interim role for the Vice Presidency for Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Equal Opportunity. Also have been a Director of Equal Opportunity at the same large institution, land grant in the Midwest. Um, Based on my experience, the question is, what do I believe is the interplay between technology, globalization, socioeconomic status, and reshaping higher education? So I think that what I'm seeing is a larger emphasis put on addressing the needs of those who may need to have more financial support in the ways of um, student scholarship as well as other sorts of funding sources. Universities having to be creative around providing that. Even though we have a good propensity of students who are on family-based need and financial aid, there still are gaps, especially when we're addressing international students who may qualify to enter into higher education in the U.S. Based on finances that they have secured in bank accounts that qualify them. Oftentimes, you find that those dollar amounts have been a collective of efforts of financial support that only are there for the qualifying element to receive access to the education, but then those funds are withdrawn quickly after they've been admitted into programs, and therefore we see there is a financial need that remains. I also believe the interplay between globalization as well as technology and socioeconomics means that we are seeing universities trying to address problems that are more scope for international problem solving education, one that requires us to have a more inclusive way of developing curriculum and also developing students as leaders so that they can be more agile around solving world crisis and world needs, not necessarily based on how they go back to their hometowns, but how they interplay on a global market. Given the history of higher education institutions, the question is, what is your viewpoint on the value of a college degree? And so I think that historically the value may have been to elevate the education of those who are in the elite who can afford it. Um, it also a place of prestige, of intellectual thought, being able to have um, the, the the privilege of creating continued theory that could be practiced in world life situations. While that still is true, I think that the value now is based on the agility to deliver education that is marketable and students who are able to see themselves in the market and to contribute on the ground when they leave college, when they leave the higher ed experience. And to that end, I think we will see a more flexible way to deliver the education so it is both economically sound and it provides a good argument for why folks are seeking college educations because it is a direct line to improving the lives of themselves and also their families. It is going to be imperative that we make that a value added as well as being able to make it affordable and then being very widely varied in the way we deliver curriculum, deliver programs, as well as who we see as students, traditional and non-traditional, and being able to provide access to industry to become an element for retooling their employees. Additionally, it asks in this video for me to submit a presentation through a transcript, and I'll try to do that. I hope that we all are able to get good content through this process, and I look forward to seeing what people have to say. Thanks.